Hi, we're newlywed Lane and Jas. Around this time 1 year ago, I ended my lease, quit my job, and drove from Colorado with the hopes of finding a reliable tiny house on wheels for my family and I. We searched the web until we found a 1992 Ford Tioga on Facebook Marketplace for only $5,000, and together we started the renovations immediately. After 1 week of sleepless nights, we were ready to hit the road. For 10 months, we became Nomadic Rv dwellers before purchasing an acre of land off-grid surrounded by beautiful scenery.
Now, we bought it last year in October, right?
Yeah, 1 year of experience.
1 year experience. And so, yeah, we're coming to you guys. Like, if you're thinking about joining this lifestyle, then yeah, you probably want to stick around.
We're gonna give you our feedback on the 5 pros and the 5 cons.
Yeah. All right, I guess we'll start with pros.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll start with the pros, 10 pros. Okay, so number 1 is it's really easy and fast to clean. Yeah, just if you don't like sitting in a house cleaning all the time, or like it just gets way dirtier, especially if you have 2 kids. If you have kids, and it gets way dirtier. With our RV, our whole mission was to travel and eventually buy land, of course, but to travel and get our kids outside. We wanted them to be outside and enjoying the nature and the outdoors. So we don't clean as much, so that's great.
Nah, it's like 15 minutes max to clean the RV completely, have it nice and spick and span.
Yeah, so that's always good. All right.
Number 2, you get really close to the nature and outdoors. I mean, if you don't have land, you're still able to park anywhere you want. Some places you have to pay, obviously, but there's still the benefit of being next to nature, seeing all types of stuff that you probably wouldn't see if you just lived in an apartment or in a house or in a city.
I agree. Outdoors, we've been to some really beautiful places that we probably wouldn't have the privilege to do so if we didn't live in an RV. So that's great. We have those experiences forever now. So number 3 pro is freedom, no lease or mortgage. So yeah, I guess you could speak on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice not having to pay any rent. It's getting really out of hand. At least where we were at in Oregon, it was really expensive. It's getting expensive everywhere there. I don't know about other countries, but definitely around the United States, rent is getting really ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah. I guess they said the average rent right now is $2,000. I'm sure it's not like that everywhere, but you also have that freedom and that privilege and that luxury. If you live in an RV to 9. Let me go push up really quick.
I was gonna say the same thing. So number 4 is cheaper lifestyle. Everything revolving around an RV is pretty cheap besides gas. You have a cooktop, you have a stove, you sometimes have a dishwasher, maybe even a washer and dryer if you're super fancy. But yeah, you have pretty much everything you need in there, and it's pretty easy to keep it cheap.
Yeah, it's basically being able to travel, but also being at home. So, and then that goes back to say the freedom, no lease, no mortgage, no rent, no mortgage. So, it just overall would be cheap if you pay it like we did. We just paid cash for it. So it was just it's a cheaper lifestyle. I guess it can be, and then also can be more expensive, but for the most part, you're not paying a heat bill, a light bill, a whole bunch of bills basically. And you can boondock and things like that too for free if your RV or vehicle had solar power. Was had solar power, which we did. And so okay.
And then the whole like solar thing kind of leads into the next pro, which is it's a more eco-friendly lifestyle. Especially if you go solar, then you're saving a lot of greenhouse gases and things like that.
Yeah, and like with an RV and things like that, you're like more conscious of like your water intake and things like that too, because with solar, because you have to you're not going to use as much water as you would in a normal house or an apartment. So overall, you're saving the planet too, so
Yeah.
that's always good. And
number
right?
7 but 6.
Okay.
Number 6 to them.
Okay. So number 6, it's a number 6, it's a great way to bond with your family. I think like being in such small space helps with strengthening the relationship. And I mean, you definitely might want like some space here and there, and you can make it work too, because but I think overall it brought us all together. Sorry, I got like a sticky on my
Being so close will definitely make you bond more.
Yeah. Number 7, you're always home. So like if you're a homebody, then this is like the perfect lifestyle for you, because you're always at the house. Like everywhere, like it's always going to be different environments, locations. That's your backyard. So like everywhere you park is your backyard. You're just like always home. You get hungry, go in the house, eat. You gotta use the bathroom, go in the house, use the bathroom. Like you don't have to run across town, and it's just like you're always home. You never really feel the homesickness or feel like you've been out too long, because at the end of the day you'll be at home like soon you like open your door. So that's a pro in our eyes, definitely. So I'm gonna wait for Lane.
All right, the 8th pro is you always have like an opportunity to meet new people, which is pretty cool. I mean, you could do that anywhere technically, but it's a little bit different with RV, because when you pull up to an RV park, you're most likely to meet somebody, or if you pull up to a campsite, you're probably going to meet somebody. You just meet a lot more people than you probably would if you you didn't decide to at least try RV, not even RV life, but if you decided to get an RV and travel in it, you still meet more people than you would if you didn't have an RV or a van, Yeah, so basically like you just meet a lot of people.